And hello everybody, welcome back to Surviving the Aftermath. A new update hit, the Service Update 5 Sanctuary, and with that come a lot of new changes, for example better graphics and also many more buildings, a new tech tree that I want to try out. So in this game, it's probably the best thing to, well, kind of start a new game every time. And of course, we are also going to go for a new game in this one here. I usually like to go with 100% difficulty, so the highest difficulty there is. The problem is the planet is a barren wasteland. This one here, well, then you are in a wasteland, in a real wasteland without trees, without bushes. And I just kind of like some soil, some beautiful environment. So we're going for cities are demolished but nature prevailed, and the rest we're going to put to the most difficult options here. It feels like the apocalypse never ended. Contamination level 60%, frequent catastrophes. We also have scarce starting resources. We only have 6 adults and 2 children, so we're really only starting with, well, kind of a few people there. And we are the wasteland explorers who discover more in the colony around it. And suffering or success, gatekeeper. Here we have one more difficulty option that we can go for. So chaotic, survivalist, and architect. I think those have the same one here. This one here is a bit easier, so challenging but fair. Anything is possible. Of course, we go with that. Now we also have to choose a logo, kind of. We do have a few different ones here. So this also expanded with every update, that we have more and more of these options here. And I think in this one, let's take this one here. I actually do like it. Also for the city name, let's say Sleepy Hollow. And I can't promise you that we win this one here. There are lots of changes, lots of things that have changed as well. So I don't know how difficult it really gets. At some point, survive and thrive. That is our motto there. And with that, we have all the settings. Difficulty level 87. Really, the only difference is that we have some grassland instead of barren wasteland at all. So that's the only difficulty change that we have there, to make it a bit more beautiful for the eyes to look at. Hopefully they change that at some point. Those are the settings, and with that, let's start the game. Alright, and that's it already. Here we are in the wasteland. So that's how it's looking right now. As you can see now, we do have some green area here around it. So I do like that more than if it's just wasteland. Oh, we also have some metal here, some resources. And yeah, if you know the game Endzone, just have a look at my channel as well. It's quite similar. So Endzone is, well, basically the same concept. They do a few things differently. And one thing that I like about Surviving the Aftermath, it focuses a bit more on city building and less on management of personnel. Now let's have a look here. We have a beautiful river here. Absolutely amazing. That is just really lucky here. There we have our gate. So the gate is destroyed yet. That is our gate to the outside. Also to get some survivors in here as well. Other than that, we got some good building space here, some chunks here. So the first thing, let's move our working area to some planks and concrete. So there we have all of those things. So all my survivors, all my colonists now are collecting those things if they have nothing better to do. That's quite the important thing right now. Now the next thing, we do have the food storage here. And with the food storage, we need to move the area to where we have some berries. You know, so that's the first basic food. And what I can see here, there are 3 bushes rather close to our settlement. So they also start now collecting some berries here with an axe. That is quite interesting, having an axe there. Alright, so they're doing that. They're delivering the goods then back here, and also some metal. Now, when we look at the statistics here, we do have 6 carriers and a total population of 8. That's 2 children there for you. And yeah, we do have a bit of food here. And, well, absolutely no water. So water is our first basic thing that we really need get going. And the water well here that produces 15 water, we do have the resources for that. And I usually just like to have it here with the food storage that we have, this one here. I don't know why we can't build it here, but for some reasons, well, we can't. Now that's that, and we can also start building some roads here. Now roads really don't cost anything. Let's just have some roads here. Also having a road down here, very good. There we have the entrance, so we should keep that a bit empty for now. Up here, oh yes, we can have a beautiful town here. Also going over here. And then up here. Now look at that. We can actually build the road there, but not the well. That's a bit strange. Doesn't matter. Now that's that. Oh, and there's also a road down here. So let's also focus a bit on beauty, a bit of how beautiful we actually want to have that city here. So let's keep it a bit symmetrical there. Now, that's that. We do have some food now coming in. The well is being built. Everything is fine. While that is happening, let's also have a look at the tech tree. That is something that is new with the update, and that is amazing. Now, I can see that this is the final tech tree that we're having when the game fully releases. It totally makes sense, this tech tree here. You have nothing to build, and you have to research those things first, like farming, like additional workspace, new buildings you unlock in all those tech trees, and they're huge, let me tell you this. These tech trees have lots of options and lots of things that we can, you know, improve in our settlement and stuff like that. Also up to electricity. I really love the tech tree with the update. They did a good job with that. Now, let's see. Here, what I can see is we have a good forest, and over here we also have a forest. I need to decide now where I want to have a bit of industry, you know. And since we have the lake over here, I'm inclined to go with the industry, yeah, to this area here for now, you know, because here we do have a bit of space. So let's have our first basic roads going just down here. Oh, wait a second. Actually, yeah, we do have the forest here. Actually, yes, let's have the industry over here. I'm sorry. We do need to plan this a bit better here. I want to have my industry up here. That makes more sense. So we can have a beautiful town then here after a while. Now, water, as we can see, is now positive. So we are actually having a good amount of water now also. And we need to start with producing a few things. So let's go for food. We are not producing any food aside from berries. And we're also not having any, well, resources. So in this case, let's have a trapper. The trapper will then get us some meat and some fiber. With that, we can make some cloth. And the trapper... yeah, I think we can have the trapper here, actually. Right, and we have our industry here then. That's such a difficult decision, because it's so hard to... no, let's have the trapper down here. There's the trapper, because we have some forest here that I can keep for now, and we're going to have then... we're going to chop the trees away, and then we can move to something else here, you know. But this is not a beautiful area here, so I like to have my industry here. Right, so the trapper is being built now. Beautiful. And I think what they've also done is improve the camera. So we have a better camera now. We can see further if we want to. Beautiful. That's that. And there's the trapper now coming up. Let's see, we have 6 carriers and no workers. So for the trapper, we'll need then 1 worker. That's going to be important. Next up, definitely important, is the lumber yard. So we can make some planks out of the things. And it does cost us a bit here. Right now, let's see, we do have the stockpile. Work area is also looking fine. Right now, we actually don't need it because we still have lots of planks lying around here. So that's fine. And there's the trapper. They also improved the buildings. And as you can see now, we have a worker here. And that means 5 carriers are left. So they're doing the rest of the thing. And with him, he can now start doing something. And as we can see, we have 100% work efficiency when he's working here. Very good. We have 8 homeless survivors. And that's not something we should keep or like stay like that. So let's have the first houses as well. And I think we can have them here. Right, there we have the first tents. And also a road going around them. As we can see now, carrying it over here. Very good. That of course raises or lowers the happiness of my people here. So I should definitely have enough homes for my people here. There we got the first tent. And occupants 2 already. And like, for example, in End Zone, also they just reproduce automatically. Or we get survivors at the gate when that is possible. Right, beautiful. Look at the details, the graphics, the lighting. Amazing. There the sun is going up. Oh yes, I like that so far. We do have the second tent up and running. Very good. So only 4 colonists are homeless now. We're also building this. Does cost me now some plastic. We don't have the plastic for now. So let's have a look. The scrapper, and there we have the recycler. Now that produces us some plastic, and that's important. So let's have the recycler, and let's have it up here. There we have it. So here, people can then go to the plastic deposits that we have everywhere. We also have some nuclear waste here. That is something we need to remove them later then. So right now, not a good idea to keep, well, we can't do anything with them at the moment, but not a good idea to build tents just beside them, because that could increase the risk of sickness for my people. But we do have a beautiful space here anyway. The next tents are coming up, and this one here, is being built now. And there's the recycler, also working now, moving the work area to here, the plastic. And now we're finally getting some plastic in here. That's important. Right, let's have a look. Also the planks, there's enough concrete. And for the berries, we also have enough berries for now. Right, while we wait, we can also have a look at the world map. So as you can see now, here we have our town, population 8, Sleepy Hollow colony. There is a farm around it and lots of empty space that we need to scout. Right now, we don't have a specialist. Now, the specialist will be coming once we build the gate. So the gate is kind of like our first milestone that we need to reach for now and also survive so long. Day 1 is coming to an end now. We have some light rain, nothing else. No thunderstorms, no toxic catastrophe right now, nuclear fallout, something like that. Right now, we just built a tiny settlement here. Also, we have the backpacks here. Hopefully, we can get rid of them soon. What I love also is the fog. Isn't that looking cool? I love the fog here. Very good. And there's some metal here. I haven't seen that one here yet. So they also put some more assets in here, like the metal pile here, and then we have the metals here. All right, so plastic is coming in then soon. We also have the tents. Next up for some productions. Oh, and planks have been depleted. We still have enough planks here. That's important. Planks are so important in the beginning. We also want to have a scrapper. Now with the scrapper we can get some metal. We don't have any metal so far. We do have metal deposits though close by. So I'm inclined to actually have a scrapper up here. Because what I can see is that we also have another metal pile up there. So having it as far to the north as possible will be useful later. There we have it. And then also the street connection to that one there, and my colonists are doing it automatically. It does need some planks and some concrete, so we have everything for that. Well, we do need one more plank then. And yeah, we also have the plastic now that we need for the tents. So we can now today finish and hopefully the scrapper and the tents for all my people. So all my people can then, you know, live in those tents. There's the next one coming up. Very good. That's that. And here we have the scrapper. One more plank. There it is. And we're building now the scrapper too. So that will then increase, or well, give us a steady stream of metal that we need, scrap that we need, and also this one here of plastic and fiber. And there it's coming up in all its glory. There it is. We have to move the work area to here. So of course that also serves a purpose here, because we can then get rid of those metal piles here and then build something there later on. Right now they're kind of in the way, but right now we are happy with 4 tents. We also built them, so we don't have any homeless now. So happiness at least is neutral. It's not bad, at least. That's important, right? And I hope we get a bit more planks in here. Yeah, there are some more planks over here. More important than concrete for now. So let's move the work area over here as well. And day 2 is coming to an end. So far, not a big deal. So far, everything is working fine. And while that is happening, let's have a look around here. So we can see lots of things are happening here. We do have some lakes here. There's another big lake here that I want to use then. And yeah, in case of industry, this here will be my industrial area then, because it's like not so beautiful. Also here, and here I want to have my main city then, you know, stretching all the way up here. That's going to be nice. So that's just for planning ahead, because in Surviving the Aftermath you can have massive cities. And in this case here, this is looking like a good spot for something. And what's that? Oh, that's concrete and the berries here. We still have the berries, right? But they're disappearing soon. And yes, also all of them, of those colonists, of course, have a name, they have a health, happiness, the equipment they have, so they do need the tools, obviously, for building and stuff like that. They also have conditions and activities, also education and stuff like that. And whoops, there is a quest. Dumpster diving. 2 colonists approach you with sparkling eyes. An old landfill has been found, probably by the stench. It is not too far from here, although the smell is absolutely awful. It might have kept scavengers away from there until now, and valuable stuff might still lie among the waste. An expedition might prove lucrative, but most definitely dangerous without any equipment. An extra layer of clothing and a set of tools would go a long way in keeping colonists safe and efficient. That's my last tools. Give permission. Yes, let's give the permission. Oh, that wasn't good. The 2 colonists returned smelling more foul than ever thought possible. The expedition hit a few snags along the way, and one of them rather unsurprisingly caught some sort of disease. They didn't come back entirely empty-handed, but both are visibly disappointed by their haul. I got 1 infected colonist and 3 cloves. Now there he is, or she is. That's very bad, and for that we do need a medical tent. Can we afford that? Barely. We can barely afford a medical tent, but we have to build it, so let's build it. Hopefully we can finish this on time, because this colonist will die otherwise. And we don't want to lose a colonist in this early stage. We do need 3 more plastic. And the berries have been depleted. We also need to find some new berry bushes. There are 2 of them. How many carriers do we have? 3 carriers are left. We also have the scrapper here now working, as we can see. Producing us some metal and some scraps. Very good. And we can actually finish... Yeah, we can finish the medical tent. That is such an important building. Though it will also cost us, unfortunately, a workplace, you know, as long as we have an infected. So Abigail, as you can see, health is going down. And then we need to finish this medical tent before that. So that pushed us a bit back now to the gate ruins. Because the gate ruins, if we want to build them, that is the milestone, remember? Yeah, it costs us a bit, so we do need 5 more plastic now before we can do anything here. Now the medical tent has been finished, we do already have someone working here, and Abigail should now be going to the medical tent. If someone's working in there. And there she is going, very good. So now she's being healed, we have 2 slots here right now, so that's fine. We are not losing a colonist at this stage, would be very bad anyway. Right, we still have enough planks here. We only have 2 carriers at the moment. Not good. And day 3 is coming to an end. So far so good. There's a bit of light rain here. Some berries over there. No one's collecting them at the moment. When I look at my storage here, we do have quite a bit of food there. We are I think consuming it daily at the moment, 6 food. Wouldn't make that much sense though. And there we have the water and storage. We have 300 out of 300. The thing is also that we have catastrophes, of course. And if a catastrophe hits you, you definitely want to have water in store. And the scrapper, very good. Enough metal here for the ages. And also our recycler here. So those are 2 very important buildings. And once we have consumed all the planks around us, we can then go for a sawmill. And that will then make planks out of the forests here, the trees. Right, next day, we do have the medical tent now empty, so I can, you know, put her off there. And then we have 3 carriers again that get us some planks there and some plastic. And so far, so good. I think we should, let's see what else we can have. A fishing hut might be good since we do have a lake. And there's the tailor. I actually want to go with the tailor as well for some clothes. We do need them in case it gets colder. And the tool shop is also very important. It then produces tools out of the metal and we do need that. So let's make a tool shop. And since I said industry is going to be in this area here, yeah. Let's have the tool shop also over here. And there we're building now the tool shop, because without tools, my colonists will be much slower with anything. So we definitely need to build that, otherwise we're going to have a problem then with our production. Build an additional warehouse would also be something right now not very useful. You know, capacity is at 16% and food storage is also pretty low there, so no problem. We already have everything that we need. And there, the tool shop is coming up. Day 4. Right, on day 5 we will be able then to build the gate finally. That's important. And there it is, the tool shop in all its glory, a mighty building. And already a worker here as well. Very good. And dusk is coming in. Beautiful. Alrighty, we can finally produce some tools now. And now what I need to do is wait for a few planks to come in here. And once we have enough planks, we can then finally start with the gate.